Hey guys, it's Holly here with Painted Dreams Art Studio, and I teach beginning artists how to paint with acrylics. And I'm super excited you're here. If you're here, give me a holler and let me know you're here. Give me some likes and some comments, and just tell me where you're from and who you are. All right, so we are going to paint these hydrangeas tonight. It's super easy, and I wanted to just hop on here and show y'all how to do it. Okay. All right. So I already painted the background, but I'm going to show you how I did that. All right. So we're going to start with this blank canvas. I'm going to tell you what colors we're going to use here. We're using wild berry and vintage pink for the top part. And then we're going to use this plum suede for the table, this bottom part here. Okay. All right. So let's do it. Let's get to it. All right. So I'm just going to put this straight on this canvas because no time to waste, right? All right. So I have this new little thing, this StreamYard thing, so I can put my face on here so I can talk to you guys and not have to move the camera around. So that's pretty awesome. I'm going to switch it to just the overhead view now. All right. Because y'all don't want to stare at my face all night, right? All right. So I just put these two pink colors on here. The wild berry and vintage pink. And we're going to paint the whole canvas this color. We're just kind of mixing them together. And I'm just using like an 8x10 canvas. It's not big at all. I'm not worrying about mixing them up too much. We're just gonna, and really you can use a knife to do this too, which is kind of, it gives it kind of a fun little texture. You can just spread it around with the knife. And it shows the colors a little bit better. I kind of want some more of that dark in there. But that is how I did this background. And then we're going to do the bottom. We're going to do the bottom part. And this plum suede color. It's a super pretty color. It's kind of a gray. We're just going to take it and just kind of make a little table here. For our hydrangeas to sit on. Who has hydrangeas in their yard? I'm not seeing anybody comment, so if y'all are here, let me know. I'm using this new fancy technology, and you know, I'm kind of old for technology. Huh. I'm old to learn new things. All right, so you see how I just kind of did a little table at the bottom, and I did it slanted just to give it some interest. All right. And then you can add a little bit of the suede color up in the top once this pink kind of dries, just to kind of put some more color in that top. Makes it a little more interesting. All right. So since this is all wet, I'm switching it up because I already painted this so that I wouldn't have to wait. I was trying to be a forward thinker. All right. So this is the one I painted earlier. We'll let this other one dry. Maybe we'll put something else on it. I'm going to get it out of my way. Okay, so we're going to paint. First, we're going to paint the glass that it's sitting in. And then we'll paint the hydrangeas. And in order to paint the hydrangeas, we'll get to it, but we're going to use the filbert brush, which is an awesome little round tip brush that helps us make the little petals look a little more visible, look a little more like petals. All right. So first, we're going to take some white, dip our angle brush in the white, and we're going to, I might put a little bit of this blue color in there. I'm using Blue Harbor and white just to make a little light, kind of a light gray color. And so I'm just going to make a little U just to give the outline of glass. And the reason it looks like this is because I actually picked this from my yard. And then I'm going to do an oval here at the bottom. It does not have to be perfect, and if you mess it up, it's okay, because you can totally fix acrylic paint once it gets dry. Okay. So we're going to make it look like a little reflection on the glass and on the stem around the bottom. And we're going to make this a little bit better in a little bit. We're just getting our shape on here, okay? We're going to perfect it shortly. Okay. And then we're going to put a little line here for our water. And I'm not going to fill the glass all the way up, but I'm going to just kind of make a line like this. And then a little line above it. So you're doing like a smiley face here from side to side. And then you're going to do a frowny right above it and connect the edges. Can you see what I did? Oh, can you see it? Awesome. And I did use a little bit of the light blue in here, so it wouldn't be just stark white on my canvas. And we can always go back and perfect this in just a little bit. All right, so let's talk about the leaves of the hydrangea. So we're going to do, you see them, the leaves here? On a hydrangea, the leaves are kind of, they point, they have several little points on them. So we're definitely going to use this angle brush some more. And we're going to use the avocado color and like a jade glass. It's Art Deco. It's a real light color. Can you see it? So we're using these two colors, a dark, and then we may throw in a little bit of the citron green. Ooh, I can't figure out which way my camera goes. There you go. All right. So let's do our leaves. I did not pre-draw them. I'm dipping a little bit into that light aqua green and then the dark green. And let's see where we want to put them. We're going to put one, we're going to make one right here. We're doing a frowny face and then a smiley face. And hydrangea leaves are kind of big. So we're going to make it real wide here. And then we're going to fill in the middle. Okay. And they have a point at the end, and then they kind of have little points coming out like this. See how I'm just taking this angle brush, the tip of the angle brush, and just kind of giving it a little point here and there. Because if you've seen a real hydrangea, let me find it. See how the leaf, see how it looks? It has points on it. Hey, Amber. Hey, Tracy. I love them. They're my favorite flower. Thank y'all for joining me. I'm super excited you're here. Okay, so we're going to make, we did the points. We're just adding a little bit of this aqua green color in here. This real light color. Just to give it kind of some depth, that leaf. We're going to give it some veins. All right, let's make another leaf. Let's make one over here. So I'm going to do a smiley and a frowny. Hey, if you're here with me, comment and tell me where you're from. Who's here? Hey, Connie, how you doing? I've been absent for a little while, y'all. I've been learning all the things, all about these new fancy things that I'm using on here, all these techie things. I'm not that good at tech. All right. So we're doing the little points. We're mixing a little color. I'm going to take this lime green color and just kind of add some of that in here. Ooh, I love that lime green. Makes it look pretty. Okay, so let's add one more leaf at the top. We're going to add one up here. Kind of so it can peek through. Smiling and frowning, connect them. Filling it in the middle. So I've decided I'm going to give away something on Friday. So if you haven't texted me already, go ahead and shoot me a text and say, hey, giveaway, so I can put you in the drawing. I'm going to send some happy mail. Who loves happy mail? Who's here? Who wants it? If you haven't texted me already, go ahead and text me. Otherwise, I'm going to go to my list and I'm going to pick somebody. I may even let Anna Grace pick it. Okay, so who has a teenager out there? Because my teenager got her learner's permit today. It was a little bit scary, but she did good. All right, y'all see what I did here? We've got 3 leaves. And they have those little points like hydrangea leaves. I like this new streaming thing that I'm doing. I know it looks like I'm live streaming from Facebook, but I'm really using an app, and I can see y'all's comments. So that makes me very happy, because before I couldn't see. All right, so I'm adding some veins in my leaves. I'm getting this very dark color green, the olivey green, and I'm just adding a few veins here. We're just adding some veins in our leaves. We're using this angle brush and we're letting it do the work for us. All right. What do y'all think? Let me know what you think out there in Facebook land. Okay, so now we're going to do our hydrangea. And it's really simple to do, even though it looks complicated. But these are such simple flowers to make. In order to make them, we're going to use a dark, dark color. We're going to use the ultramarine blue. These are the colors we're using. The ultramarine blue, a light blue color, kind of a violet purple, and then a pink purple, which is purple pizzazz. How fun is that color? Ooh, purple pizzazz. Blue harbor. Uh-oh, where's my other colors? Ultramarine. And some deep violet. All right, so we're going to use the filbert brush, which is a rounded tip brush. See the rounded tip? All right, we're going to start with the big one. We've got two different sizes here. We're going to use this dark violet color, and we're going to make a big circle here. Just a big circle. Hey, Tina. We're going to do a big circle. So how many of you guys got my text just now and joined me because of that? That's a super cool little app. Okay. So we got a big violet circle. Okay. And now we're going to use the tip of this. I'm going to use some of this dark blue, which is ultramarine. That's on my palette. And I'm going to use the tip of the brush. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 5. You can do 5. But I'm just going to use the tip. It's going to pick up some of this violet. And I'm just kind of, I'm not going in any kind of, I'm just kind of being random here. Dip in there. We're just getting the shape of the leaves here. And see how that tip of that brush makes that pretty shape. And that we're using the bigger one for the back petals. And we're just kind of going around and giving our hydrangeas some shape. Hydrangeas are round and they're kind of dome shaped if you look at them from the side. We're just kind of, and it's a process, y'all. You can't just slap some paint on here and think it's going to look like a hydrangea. You've got to take the time and go around it and make those little petal shapes. Okay. So that's our first layer. All right. So now I'm just going to dip in, let's see what color. We're going to dip in this little blue color and add some of this light color blue. And I'm just going around. And it's going to kind of blend. You don't want it to be all blended all together because you want to see the difference in the color. Can y'all see it already? Is it looking like a hydrangea? Okay, now if you want skinnier leaves, use the side. It's still going to make pretty leaves, petals. Use the side of the brush. And let's go see what it looks like. We're going to see how it's skinnier. We're just doing layers. Awesome. Look like a hydrangea already? And y'all can do your background any color you want. It does not have to be the same color. I just thought this color looked pretty with the purple. And my favorite hydrangeas are blue and purple. I'm not a pink hydrangea fan. Who loves the pink ones and who loves the purple ones? Y'all tell me. I want to know. All right. So that's another layer. All right. So I am going to switch to my smaller brush. It's still a filbert. It's still that pretty rounded tip. Can y'all see it? All right. So I'm going to add some of this pretty purple pizzazz color. We're just going to add some of this in here. See how those are little, those are littler. They littler. Oh, yay. Me too, Tina. I love purple. Purple and blue. Those are the colors. I think it has something to do with the soil. Amber, you like the lavender ones. I think it has something to do with the acidity of the soil. Y'all check me on that. Somebody Google it. GTS it. So I know that some of my colors are blending, and that's okay because I want them a little bit blended, but not too blended. I'm just tapping my brush on the canvas, just barely. And I want them to be some of them a different size. Okay, I'm gonna add some white in here just to give it. Okay, so as you come forward, and so in the middle of a hydrangea, it's kind of dome shaped. So the middle should be a little bit lighter than the edges. So that way it looks like it's coming out of the canvas. That light color. It's coming out towards you. Are we getting it? Is anybody actually painting? Yes. My hubby says blue. All right. So if you see you're getting too much of one color, you can always go back and dip. And you don't have to necessarily rinse your brush each time. You can go back and like I'm gonna put a few more darker petals around the edge. I'm just gonna mix these two colors, the light blue and the ultramarine blue. And let's just add a few of those back in here. And it needs to be round. Okay. And then we're going to go a little bit on the violet side because I haven't put any of that back in here. And I'm just going to add some dark on the edge, that dark violet color right at the edges. And you can play with it to get the colors you want. If you want more pink, throw some pink in there. Whoever liked the pink ones. Thank you, Amber. I like my leaves too. Yes, I know you would be. You would still be on the cup. I know. You and mom. Y'all would both be. Amber is my sister. So, yes, y'all would both be still on the. Actually, I think you'd probably be on the background still. Possibly. What do you think? Okay. But I'm going to be done before you would even get to the leaves. We're just adding some more of this baby blue color. kind of define a few of these leaves a little bit. And you might want to let it dry just a little bit before you start adding any more. All right. So I'm going to let some of this dry, and we're going to work on this cup, the glass a little bit. Okay. All right. So let me get my angle brush back. You could use a flat brush or an angle brush for this part. We're just going to play around with the glass a little bit. And I'm going to add a little more of this blue color in it. And just give it a little highlight here and there. Especially at the bottom. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Put a stem. Shame on me. It needs a stem, y'all. All right, let's add a stem in our glass. Better late than never. There. Now it can live a few more days. I'm telling you what colors to use, so you don't have to look at that. All right. Now it has a stem. So I'm going to go back over and paint. So I'm going to add my water line back in here a little bit. So it'll come in front of that stem. So it looks like the stem's inside the glass. See? Can you see what I did? So the stem will be inside the glass. I put a little water line right over the stem. I'm just adding some reflection here. All right, so I want to make it look like there's a shadow down at the bottom. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of purple. I'm just gonna use this color and see what it looks like. I may add just a little bit of this violet and maybe a little bit black. And then if it doesn't look right, we'll just start over and change the colors. Okay. I just want this real light right down here. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of rub it in. We're finger painting. And we can always add our detail back to our glass after the fact. Okay. And I'm going to just come in here and just add some detail to our table. Don't have a plan here. I'm just kind of playing around with it, which makes it more fun. Okay. So I'm going to add the detail back into this glass. I'm just going to use some of this white and a little bit of the light blue color, which is the Blue Harbor and just kind of lightly go right here and add our circle back to our stem, the stem of our glass. And then tap just slightly over it. Look like a shadow? Yeah, it will. It will live a few more days with the stem. All right, how's it look so far? Can y'all see it up close? Does that look like a shadow down there? And you can this is just so simple. The hydrangea with the filbert brush. If you don't have a filbert brush, get one because it is awesome. It makes your job easier. That's a tutorial we're gonna do. I have a few tutorials already on my Facebook page on some brushes, and we're gonna do some more. And the filbert is going to be one of them. Okay, so I'm just going to add some white to bring out this very middle. And I'm just doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm just lightly tapping the brush down, just lightly tapping it. Okay, so that's bringing that light color out. And just keep playing with your colors until you feel like it's done, you know? I let my paint sit here too long. That's because I was playing on this silly computer trying to get everything right before I started. And it made my paint dry out. All right. Okay. Y'all think it's done? It is easy. Tina, get your paints out and try it. It's so easy. It really is. It's about letting your brush do the work. If you don't have a filbert, go get one for sure. Okay, and you can always play around with your background and add more color. You see I added some more color in this one. And you can just play around with it until you love it and want to hang it in your house. All right. But that's really the basics of making a hydrangea. The filbert and the angle brush. Those are the two brushes I used tonight. And then I did use a big 1-inch brush for the background. All right. Are y'all going to try it? Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining me. And we'll do another tutorial really soon. I've got a 4th of July truck to do with you guys. And don't forget to text me if you haven't already. And let me show you, if you haven't gotten this sunflower truck, it's a free, the whole tutorial is on my Facebook page and it's completely free. So y'all make sure you go and sign up for it and paint this. And if you paint it, make sure that you post it or text me a picture of it, or either send me a picture, email it to me, however you want to. All right. But if you text it to me, I can gather them all together because a few people have already texted me, and I can use them on my Facebook page so people can see how cute they look. They look super, super cute. All right. How do you spell it? What? How do you spell what? Hydrangea? I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, thank y'all for joining me. and y'all go and try the sunflower truck and text me a picture and go ahead and paint this. And when you do, text me this one too. And I am going to do a drawing on Friday. And I'm going to send you some happy mail if I pick your name. Text me at 334-471-8321 if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next time. Y'all have a good evening.